Hi, I'm going to give a demonstration on how to repair a blown out board game box lid. In this case I have the Star Wars Stratego game. And I just picked this game up at a thrift store. And I happen to have a box lid that was already repaired. Now this is a game that was mine for years. And when I saw the thrift store version, I had to buy it because who doesn't love games? And both of these boxes are actually completely blown out in exactly the same spot. So the box in this hand had the same tear as this, and this box I repaired. So I'm going to show you right now how I did that. In order to do this in my way, I need a small paintbrush, a bottle of wood glue. In this case, I'm using Gorilla wood glue. The stuff is really tough, and it bonds well, and it actually supports the corner even if you have a little gap in there. Gorilla wood glue. I don't like the Elmer's brand wood glue. And then my final thing is a small piece of packing tape. This isn't your ordinary office style Scotch tape. This is what I use for my packaging. But in this case, I have already folded the tabs on the edges down, which you may or may not be able to see there. I folded the edges down to make it easier to remove this tape later, and this is going to brace the corner after I glue it. Now the only reason I can put tape on this box is because this box has a finish. If you put tape on surfaces like the inside, that's just kind of like a raw cardboard, you really run the risk of peeling a layer of cardboard up. But when you've got this nice finished paper wrapped around a box lid, it actually tapes up pretty well. So if we look close at the corner here, I have some paper edges that I can fold back. So what I want to do is I want to fold those back and expose the edge of the cardboard, almost like it's the end grain of a piece of wood. So I just roll those back carefully. And then I'll glue it, and I'll fold those pieces back together. So, here goes a little bit of wood glue. And I need a little help here from this is my auction buddy. He dives in and helps me fix all my problems. Alright. Okay. Just not much glue either. In fact, the smallest amount necessary to fix the problem. And I just very carefully brush the glue on, trying not to let the glue run up onto the paper edges. I'll get a little bit of smearing later when I round the corners off, and so the paper edges will fill up with their own glue. You'll see how that works. So I took my original Star Wars Stratego and I just put it up on eBay for an auction. And I'm going to wait and see how that ends before I post this video. So by the time this video is up, my eBay auction will already be closed. Try and work it right down in there, all the way to the corner. I'm going to just put some of this glue on the end of my finger. It's easier to brush that way. Auction buddy, go back to work. The box is actually such a fine piece of cardboard. The way that it ripped on the corner, it almost looks like this box didn't have a corner brace on it. It was just folded over and held together by the paper picture on the outside. So it's a separate, that finish I talked about that you can put tape on and then easily peel the tape off later. It almost looks like that's the only only thing holding the box corners together. So this looks like something that would rip out very easily. Okay, a little more glue on the corner. Now I know this isn't like a terribly valuable game, but I really hate games where the lids are blown out. They always spill parts on the shelf. They look sloppy. So I'm taking this opportunity to repair my own. That one's good. The idea of using the brush is you just don't want to make a big sploogey mess all over your treasured games. Alright, so you can see how I've done that. The inside will dry pretty clear. Wipe off my finger. Okay, so I've got my piece of tape handy. And what I'm going to do is brace the corner together. And then the painted paper on the outside, I'm going to gently work it around until I can close up the gap. Now it's going to leave this white edge on there, but that's okay because I've got a fix for that too. And yeah, it is using a marker, but you know, a little bit of marker on the outside of the box for a game that isn't like, you know, $1,000 collectible. A little bit of marker is fine for me. Alright, so now I've got my brace on there. That'll peel off very easily later, and I might add another one at the corner here. Okay, so that's it. It'll dry. It'll look just like that when it's done. Works great. It's very strong. And if you love taking care of your games, you've got some that are blown out, well, there you go. Easy fix. Now here's the next piece. Now peeling the tape can be very complicated. You have to peel from this edge to the corner, and then from this edge down to the corner. So you got to kind of peel up both sides at the same time. If you just try to peel this off and round the corner, as the tape rounds the corner, it's going to pick up this edge right here and peel your paper back. So you want to be very careful how you actually do that. And then a little bit of rubbing on the corner helps put that bond together. I'll just set this aside for a night. Tomorrow morning when I get up, that'll be good as new. And if I put a little bit of marker on the edges and rub it with your finger right here. I just use like Scripto Sharpies that are red or blue or black, and I just blend it the best that I can. And it actually blends up pretty nice. Far better than a ripped out corner. Alright, Star Wars Stratego box rebuild. I also have methods for taking the warps out of boxes. This corner here is blown out, and I'll repair that the same way. Just a little bit of glue, fold the corners down, any exposed cardboard I'll color in. I'll color in that exposed cardboard and then put it back on the game shelf. So another video will be coming after I get an example of a warped lid to repair. Thanks for watching.